may be able to help him come set up.
How's that going, by the way? The companionship thing.
Oh, if by
Companionship. Companionship.
Companionship thing.
oh, if by
It's from him.
If you're referring to the $2.2 million that you borrowed to pay off a kidnapping ransom, I'd say that's a little more.
Ransom. Ransom.
You borrowed to pay off a kidnapping ransom, I'd say that's a little more. The $2.2 million that you borrowed to pay off a kidnapping ransom, I'd say that's a little more than a pittance.
I foiled that kidnap.
Pittance. Pittance.
More than a pittance.
I foiled that kidnap.
You borrowed to pay off a kidnapping ransom, I'd say that's a little more than a pittance.
I foiled that kidnapper. Every penny was accounted for.
Kidnapper. Kidnapper.
Kidnapper. Every penny was accounted. Kidnapper. Every penny was accounted for and returned.
yeah, but still.
You're off his teat now, Watson. You can stop taking his
Teat.
now, Watson. You can stop taking his work of an investigative nature. Knowing father the man is a shyster's shyster. He no doubt wants help.
Shyster. Shyster.
Man is a shyster's shyster. He no doubt wants help.
Philip Armistead.
Did you know that shyster is German for one who defecates?
Defecate. Defecate.
For one who defecates.
This is my assistant, Rebecca.
So let's cut to the proverbial chase, shall we? How much slime will my
Proverbial. Proverbial.
proverbial chase, shall we? How much slime will my...
Rebecca.
So let's cut to the proverbial chase, shall we? How much slime will my associate and I have to wade through in order to help?
Slime. Slime.
My associate and I have to wade through in order to help you work for him. He values you. 3 good reasons to assume that the work we will have to do will be vile.
Vile. Vile.
Be vile. I could not be more wrong about her sister's video. It was most certainly not made under duress.
Tell me.
Duress. Duress.
Not made under duress.
Tell me. Looking at the same video.
Her jaw muscles were relaxed, not tight. Her nose wings were not dilated. She wasn't going off some...
Dilate. Dilate.
Not dilated. She wasn't going off some...
Within days of my arrival, the staff forbade me access to newspapers. Something about police blotters riling me.
Blotter.
Something about police blotters riling me.
Psychopaths can't premeditate.
No, of course he can. But tube pushers tend to be lunatics of the raving variety. This
Rave. Rave.
of the raving variety. This
Carver and Son.
Carver. Carver.
Carver and Son. What about the second time?
She seemed a little distant of late. A little depressed.
Do you know why?
Depress. Depress.
A little depressed.
Do you know why? First time they interviewed Drew Gardner 5 months ago. He said the same exact thing to me this morning. Verbatim.
Verbatim. Verbatim.
Morning. Verbatim.
About this guy, something I didn't like.
Let's say your assessment of the man is correct. He is a cad and a killer. That would mean the stakes of...
Cad. Cad.
Correct. He is a cad and a killer. That would mean the stakes of...
You worked in the same office building together before she died. She was a secretary. You were a custodial engineer.
Custodial. Custodial.
She was a secretary. You were a custodial engineer. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's a cell phone that you're carrying. You're being discreet, but...
Discreet. Discreet.
You're being discreet, but...
Did he hire an equally mad associate to murder the object of his obsession so that he can record it for posterity?
Posterity. Posterity.
Obsession so that he can record it for posterity.
The busker. Excuse me. The busker, the fiddler.
Fiddler. fiddler,
The busker, the fiddler. The busker, the fiddler. He's playing Paganini's 24 Caprice.
caprice, caprice,
He's playing Paganini's 24 Caprice. The busker, the fiddler. He's playing Paganini's 24 Caprices, Opus 1, number 11.
Opus. Opus.
Caprices, Opus 1, number 11. He's playing Paganini's 24 Caprices, Opus 1, number 11. Rewind it.
rewind, rewind,
Rewind it.
But how can you tell he's playing Paganini's whatever?
I can see it. I know the piece from the bowing, fingering, double stop trills. You know,
Trill. Trill.
bowing, fingering, double stop trills. You know. Oh, he doesn't. What matters is he stops in the middle. Watch. He stops halfway through the andante, does
andante, andante,
he? Stops halfway through the andante, does
Thank you.
I spoke with Alfredo before I came here. He told me what transpired tonight.
transpire, transpire,
Tell me what transpired tonight.
We were there the night a madman pushed her in front of a subway train.
madman, madman,
Pushed her in front of a subway train. You know what I'm talking about, and the sooner you tell me the connection, the less likely I'll be to tell Dr. Bell here that you're also a pickpocket. I was
pickpocket, pickpocket,
You're also a pickpocket. You're also a pickpocket. I was studying you from across the street. You're actually very good. Fiddling must keep those fingers nimble.
nimble, nimble,
Fiddling must keep those fingers nimble. You're checking out my coat right now, aren't you? Thinking of a way you can infiltrate it.
infiltrate, infiltrate,
Way you can infiltrate it.
Sorry, okay, it's a force of habit.
No, of course. I mean, a coat to a picker of pockets is like a
picker, picker,
coat to a picker of pockets is like a
Has that jacket with a patch.
Have I told you how distracting I find self-doubt? If you must wallow, I ask that
wallow, wallow,
out. If you must wallow, I ask that Gardner. He has no discernible link to Vivian Tully, and therefore no discernible motive for her murder. He does.
discernible, discernible,
No discernible motive for her murder. He does.
less like the man who murdered Vivian Tully.
Last night, when Miss Watson suggested that you might also be the pusher,
pusher, pusher,
suggested that you might also be the pusher. Interesting, isn't it? The man who murdered Vivian Tully 6 months ago inexplicably gave her a bouquet of flowers.
inexplicably, inexplicably,
Inexplicably gave her a bouquet of flowers.
We know and can prove that you received that email 18 months ago, a few days after Anna Peters was murdered.
Peter, Peter,
2 days after Anna Peters was murdered.
When you're finished, if you could join me downstairs to peruse some files. And oh,
peruse, peruse,
if you could join me downstairs to peruse some files. And oh, how long it takes you. You enjoyed a modicum of success today, Watson.
modicum, modicum,
Enjoyed a modicum of success today, Watson.